All right, guys, so today is May 6th, back on the element. Really just not lagging it or taking my time, more so just waiting for parts. So I have a bunch of parts coming, just little odds and ends, and just little things that I need to complete. I cleaned up the block, deck, and pistons. Not so nice looking, but everything is very freaking smooth all around. It's still got to go a little bit more, but it looks pretty good. And I'm on my old phone, so it's gonna look kind of like grainy and everything. But I lubed this up with some oil because I was cleaning it with some degreaser and it was already flash rusting, so I had put some oil, keeping it nice and fresh looking. But back here where it was leaking, it's nice and smooth. So yeah, there's that. Gonna get the cylinder head, and I'm gonna clean the cylinder head up really nice and take it to the machine shop today. And I'm cleaning it basically with degreaser, all purpose, and that's concentrate, full concentrate, not watered down. I was using toothbrush. And for the old school people, you guys know that I've always, an old toothbrush, just use it, works so good. But just throw it out. Don't use it after, it looks like this. That stuff. And I used this, but those bristles were not strong enough. So I actually have a brass brush. You never want to use steel on aluminum. Steel will gouge the aluminum surface. That machined edge right there, which is pretty dang nice. You want to use a brass brush. A brass brush is very soft and it's not going to score and gouge and scratch. It doesn't even scratch the surface, and if it does, you cannot feel it at all. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do with the head right now, and let's get that prep to go to the shop. All right, guys, so man, the floor is freaking filthy. I'm gonna clean this up really nice. I hate it like this, but there's the head, and as you can see, it has a fresh machine surface to it, and I'm not sure if this thing is warped or not, but man, I don't know. I don't think I'm just gonna take any chances, but just gonna take it for them to get machined and or at least checked. And yeah, there's a lot of buildup right here. Check that out. That's a lot of buildup right there of carbon. I noticed it was one cylinder that had a lot of carbon in the cylinder bore, but it was like around here, not on the outside. But that's kind of interesting. And yeah, so gonna spray this down. Pretty easy. And this is basically the brush that I'm using. It's a brass brush, and you could see how easy it cleans it. Compare that to that. And it's not really putting any scratches into it. It's more like kind of polishing it, but it's not taking off any of the surface. So I'm gonna get the rest of the head, and then I'm gonna take it for them to check it out. But yeah, all right, guys, so there it is right there. Didn't want to give it to them all grimy, so I'm gonna leave it at that and wrap this thing up in a bag and send it to them for just a quick resurface. And then I gotta wait for, I know a few parts, but I don't know if anybody noticed, there's only one dowel, head dowel. So that dowel was there, that dowel is missing. So I ordered 2 fresh ones from Honda. They were $10. I got a front main crank seal, and I got a whole gasket kit for it coming, and I already have the head gasket. So it's gonna get a new intake, exhaust, throttle body, all new gaskets and seals. So That's gonna be kind of cool. I'm waiting for those things to come in. But yeah, instead of buying each individual gasket for $20 a piece, I got everything for 50. So cheap China stuff, but it's gonna be better than reusing and silicone and everything that they've had before. But yeah. All right, guys, so just got back from the machine shop, and yeah, they couldn't freaking resurface it because the VTEC solenoid has to be off, because they have to like level it right here, you know, upside down, to get the, you know, to get the proper, let me see, damn, that looks like shit right there. Yeah, to get the proper level. And they got to match it up on this end and this end. He said he could take this off, obviously it's just 310s, but this one, it was a stripped Allen right there. And he said in order to take this off, he's gonna have to break this or accidentally break it, and he doesn't want to be liable if he breaks this. So he just told me take it somewhere else or do it myself. And I'm like, but you're a machine shop. I asked him, can he remove the bolt without breaking this? He said he could try, but he doesn't want to be liable and he doesn't want to pay for this. And then he said, why don't I just replace it? And I'm like, but it's you know, it's a good part still, so I don't want to replace it. So now I'm stuck. So I have this freaking extractor. This thing is freaking massive. That would not work. And I have this little baby one. Let's try that on here. And then also I have this. I got a bunch of tools the other day, and somebody gave me this, and they gave me like 40 other tools. It's gonna be a little video I'm gonna post up. My ex-girlfriend's father went back to Mexico. He moved back completely voluntarily, and he gave me all of his tools, and they're basically like old rusted tools from like the 80s. And he also gave me this right here, and he still has his name inscribed in it. But yeah, it's Able, so pretty cool. I'm gonna use that to go here and use this there, and let's see if that works. But I just go like this and it already bites in nicely, so that's a pretty sharp edge. So yeah, so total freaking failure today, but I'm just gonna try my best. So let me get this. It's on this mat right here. This is what I step on. This actually saves my feet. I'm gonna keep doing that, and let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna try this now. Let's see if this works. Nope. It does not take it off. Damn. All right, so my next option is gonna be drill it out a little bit more and then use a 7 mil instead of the 6 mil that was in there. And I think that'll kind of work, but I've been going at it for like 10 minutes, nothing is working. And yeah, when a machine shops tells you to get the hell out of the store, you know you're kind of screwed. But if only I had a grinder to grind this a little bit smaller and like shape this, put that in there, I think that'll work with a breaker. But man, what does that even say? It says US 732nd warning. Wear safety goggles, H9. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go at it with this. Let's see how this goes. All right, guys, so this head has been resurfaced before. This whole head has been rebuilt. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna bother with the timing chain guide, the bolt, or anything. All I'm gonna do is just spray some copper gasket spray on the head gasket and just put it to this, because you can see their surface. It's been resurfaced before. Right there. We can't really tell right there, but right there you can see the reflection. It's a very, very nice surface. So I am not going to resurface this head. All I'm gonna do is just put some copper spray and roll with it, and yeah, leave it stripped, and it's gonna be super reliable. I already know it's gonna seal. So yeah, guys, so that's gonna be the little video for today. It's just a little vlog, not really anything, but you could see the cut marks right there. They're going this way. Everything is just, it looks discolored, but, and those indentations right there, they're not embedded. It's just discoloring. And the copper spray is gonna fill in any imperfection. But yeah, guys, so kind of a freaking hack job, but I am not going to resurface this copper spray. I have new head bolts coming, and little gasket kit, and I'm just gonna throw this on there with a brand new gasket and everything. It's just an AutoZone gasket, and then the gasket kit, it's from just China and stuff like that. So at least I'm gonna put a nice quality head gasket on there, so, and new bolts. So if you guys want to see more, please subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully this thing will be running very soon when I receive the dowels and the gasket kit.